In the depths of the digital realm, where virtual communities thrive and personal connections flourish, lies the enigmatic figure of Mark Zuckerberg. Known as the visionary behind the creation of Facebook, the world's largest social media platform, he emerges as a modern-day Prometheus, bestowing humanity the gift of boundless connectivity. But behind the facade of a tech prodigy lies a dark side, a labyrinthine network of privacy breaches, algorithmic manipulation, and insidious data exploitation. As we peer into the shadows cast by Facebook's inception, the story unravels, revealing the intricate tapestry of power, control, and consequences woven by Zuckerberg himself. Brace yourself for a roller coaster ride through controversy, privacy concerns, and the profound impact of this tech giant. Take advantage of this eye-opening journey. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our passionate community of truth seekers on our YouTube channel. It's time to uncover the untold truths of Mark Zuckerberg and the dark side of Facebook. Let's get started. Accusations of idea theft during Facebook's creation. During the creation of Facebook, there were accusations of idea theft and disputes over the originality of the concept. The most well-known controversy revolves around Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder and CEO of Facebook, and the Winklevoss twins, Cameron and Tyler, along with their partner, Divya Narendra. In 2004, the Winklevoss twins and Narendra, students at Harvard University, approached Mark Zuckerberg to work on a social networking site called Harvard Connection, later renamed ConnectU. They hired Zuckerberg as a programmer to help them develop the platform. However, as the collaboration progressed, disputes arose and the relationship between Zuckerberg and the Winklevoss twins deteriorated. The Winklevoss twins and Narendra alleged that Zuckerberg stole their idea and used it to create Facebook. They claimed that Zuckerberg had delayed their project while secretly working on its social networking platform. Facebook's power and influence. In social media dominance, Facebook stands tall as a formidable giant, captivating billions with its addictive allure. However, behind the facade of social connections and virtual communities lies a dark underbelly of power and influence. Facebook's unparalleled reach and control over the flow of information have raised concerns about privacy, democracy, and societal well-being. With over 2.8 billion monthly active users, Facebook has become a breeding ground for manipulation and exploitation. The platform's algorithms, meticulously designed to maximize engagement, often prioritize sensationalism and clickbait, nurturing a toxic environment where misinformation thrives. This unchecked dissemination of false narratives has dire consequences, eroding trust and deepening societal divisions. Facebook's immense power allows it to influence political landscapes and public opinion on a global scale. The Cambridge Analytica scandal, where the personal data of millions were harvested without consent, exposed the company's capacity to manipulate elections and sway public sentiment. As a result, the sanctity of democratic processes is called into question, threatening the very foundation of a fair and just society. Beyond politics, Facebook's impact on mental health cannot be ignored. Endless scrolling, social comparisons, and targeted advertisements affect individuals' well-being, fueling anxiety, depression, and feelings of inadequacy. As we unveil the dark side of Facebook's power and influence, we must acknowledge the urgent need for accountability, transparency, and regulation. Manipulating democracy for profit. The Cambridge Analytica scandal stands as a stark reminder of the grave consequences that arise when technology and personal data intertwine with political campaigns. Unveiled in 2018, this controversy shook the world by revealing the systematic manipulation and exploitation of democracy for profit. Cambridge Analytica, a data analytics firm, employed questionable methods to obtain vast amounts of personal information from millions of Facebook users without their consent. This trove of data was then weaponized, enabling the firm to craft highly targeted and persuasive political messages. They sought to sway public opinion and influence electoral outcomes by utilizing psychological profiling and micro-targeting techniques. The scandal exposed the alarming reality that our personal information is vulnerable and susceptible to being used against us for political gain. It raised profound concerns regarding privacy, ethics, and the erosion of democratic principles in the digital age. The Cambridge Analytica scandal serves as a cautionary tale, urging society to prioritize the protection of personal data and to demand transparency and accountability from technology companies and political entities. Only through robust safeguards and informed regulation can we hope to prevent such exploitation and safeguard the integrity of our democratic processes. Ethical concerns. Ethical concerns surrounding Mark Zuckerberg's leadership and decision-making have been intensely scrutinized and debated. As the co-founder and CEO of Facebook, Zuckerberg holds significant power and influence over the platform's policies and direction. However, his actions and choices have often raised questions about his commitment to ethical principles and the impact of his decisions on users, society, and democracy. One prominent moral concern revolves around privacy. Facebook has faced numerous controversies related to data breaches, unauthorized sharing of user information, and manipulating personal data for targeted advertising. Critics argue that Zuckerberg's leadership has prioritized growth and profit over safeguarding user privacy, leading to breaches of trust and compromising individuals' personal information. Another issue is the spread of misinformation and fake news on Facebook. The platform's algorithmic recommendations and news feeds have been accused of amplifying misleading content, contributing to the dissemination of false information and the polarization of society. Critics contend that Zuckerberg's reluctance to take more decisive action against misinformation has perpetuated these problems, potentially undermining the democratic process and public discourse. Concerns have been raised about Facebook's monopolistic behavior and the acquisition of potential competitors, such as Instagram and WhatsApp. This consolidation of power has limited competition in the social media market and raised antitrust concerns. The social and political fallout from Facebook's influence. The social and political fallout from Facebook's influence has been intensely scrutinized and concerned in recent years. As the largest social media platform in the world, Facebook holds tremendous power and influence over global conversations, public opinion, and even democratic processes. One of the most significant emerging issues is the spread of misinformation and fake news on the platform. Facebook's algorithmic systems, designed to maximize user engagement, have inadvertently facilitated the dissemination of false information, leading to the erosion of trust in traditional media and the distortion of public discourse. This has had far-reaching consequences, including the potential to sway elections, polarize societies, and undermine democratic institutions. Facebook's data collection practices have raised serious concerns about privacy and personal information. The platform's ability to collect vast amounts of user data has been exploited by third parties, leading to significant breaches and the unauthorized use of personal information for targeted advertising and manipulation. These practices have violated users' privacy rights and had profound implications for democracy, as political campaigns and organizations leverage this data to micro-target specific demographics with tailored messaging. Facebook's dominant position in the social media market has raised concerns about anti-competitive behavior and stifled innovation. The company's acquisition of potential competitors such as Instagram and WhatsApp has consolidated its power, leaving fewer alternatives for users and limiting competition in the industry. The social and political fallout from Facebook's influence has revealed deep-seated issues that transcend individual privacy concerns. It highlights the urgent need for comprehensive regulation, increased transparency, and responsible leadership within the technology industry. Personal privacy controversies and criticisms of his leadership. One of the key concerns has been Facebook's handling of user data, with accusations of privacy breaches and unauthorized sharing of personal information. The Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018, where the data of millions of Facebook users was harvested without their consent for political advertising purposes, highlighted the extent of this problem. The incident raised questions about Zuckerberg's responsibility in safeguarding user privacy and the adequacy of Facebook's data protection measures. Critics argue that a need has marked Zuckerberg's leadership for more transparency and accountability. They claim that he needs to be faster to address privacy concerns and has prioritized growth and profitability over user protection. Some argue that Facebook's business model, driven by targeted advertising based on user data, inherently compromises privacy and encourages the collection of personal information without explicit consent. Zuckerberg's handling of misinformation and spreading fake news on the platform has also been scrutinized. Critics argue that Facebook hasn't done enough to combat the dissemination of false information, which has had significant societal and political consequences. The platform has been accused of amplifying divisive content and contributing to the erosion of public trust. These controversies and criticisms have raised doubts about Zuckerberg's commitment to protecting personal privacy and fostering a responsible digital ecosystem. They've also fueled calls for increased regulation and oversight of social media platforms. As the debate continues, it remains to be seen how Zuckerberg and Facebook will address these concerns and regain public trust in their approach to personal privacy and leadership. Exploring the dark side of Facebook's creation and Mark Zuckerberg's role in it sheds light on the complex and often troubling aspects of one of the world's most influential platforms. As we navigate the digital landscape, it's crucial to critically examine the impact of social media on our privacy, democracy, and societal well-being. By staying informed and engaging in meaningful discussions, we can work towards creating a healthier and more responsible online environment. If you find this exploration thought-provoking, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we delve deeper into topics like this and foster a community dedicated to understanding the ever-evolving world of technology. Together, let's strive for a more transparent and ethical digital future. Thanks for watching.